Elon Musk, you need to listen to me. And this is something that is very important. Threads has launched, and I used to love the app Twitter because in the analytics, it would make you feel important when you would post a tweet and you would see that it got 100,000, 600,000 in a month impressions. And it was very important for people who didn't have YouTube accounts, who weren't viral, who did not have any money coming in. You'd say, damn, I tweeted something and it was important and it was in the zeitgeist of everything going on. Now, Threads just launched and they don't have any analytics, but they probably will get them. And I'm telling you right now, Threads was awesome. I spent the entire night on Threads, and I hate Mark Zuckerberg. I hate Facebook. For years, you could go to my Facebook, talk about how shitty Facebook was. It was just an app for kids who go to college and kids who go to work. It's for families. And Instagram was awesome because it had photos of women. It was a place where you could see models, you could see celebrities, you could see great pictures of concept art. It was a great place to instantly post great photos, and then you had comments. And then Twitter was the place where it was just, hey, just type something, post it up. And now Threads is doing that. And basically, Elon Musk is pissed off because he spent $44 billion on Twitter and the dude didn't come up with anything. There's nothing Twitter has that you would spend $44 billion on. You would spend $44 billion on housing, maybe a building, maybe something that's like a car that does something like the Tesla. But to put money into Twitter and go, oh, but everybody uses Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg just said, fuck it, I'll just steal it because you can't copyright ideas. And if you have the Avid, I'll make the Final Cut Pro. It's still an editing software, but mine is the same as yours, but I changed it around a little. So I can tell you right now, Elon Musk is going to go crazy for years trying to get maybe $300 to $500 million from Facebook in a lawsuit, and he's going to win. He's going to win the lawsuit, but they're going to have to go for years with this stupid lawsuit. And in the meantime, we are going to decide: do we want to use Twitter? Do we want to use Threads? And I can tell you right now, Threads is going to thrive because Instagram was already a popular app and it was already dying, and they just added the Threads. And now the problem is they're going to add that you can switch instantly from Instagram to Threads. They're going to make that the new feature that you can just go into Threads and you can go on Instagram as simple with the iPhone or with a Samsung or whatever. They're going to make some simple swipe feature that can go in and out of it. They're going to add all kinds of features from Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg was smart to implement Twitter in Instagram. So you wonder, is Twitter going to implement their own Instagram into Twitter? Like, are they going to say, well, let's steal Instagram or let's steal TikTok or let's do something that everybody else did and implement that into Twitter? And they can't because it's called Twitter and it's a simple thing. It's a simple tweet and that's it. So Threads. Now I'm going to tell you this much. Threads is only thriving right now because of women. Women that are very beautiful, and I've done this on my Instagram. I have followed maybe 5,000 beautiful women. And in a second that I used Threads, they were all connected to me. And I wasn't following guys. I wasn't following celebrities. I really don't want to use... Threads is not about celebrities and promos. Threads is about hooking up, dating, being in the zeitgeist of people that you want to follow. And already on Threads, women are at the position where they're like, I want to do something where it's just a friend only. And I saw Jennifer Stone and a lot of girls going, oh, I want to get these comments from guys when they're thirsty, but in reality, I want to have private conversations with girls. I want to go in and be like, hey, this girl's talking. Let me go in there and send her a message. Hey, so they're going to do private features, and that's probably the worst thing they can do. Because this app, the only thing that it makes women feel good at is the male gaze. Gaze, male gaze. It's all about, I'm a guy, you're a beautiful model living somewhere, and 100 guys, 10,000 guys, 40,000 guys are going, we want to talk to you. Read this comment. thirsty, slide into the DMs. And that's why these girls love it, because now they are in charge of the conversation. And before they had to go and get dressed and put makeup and have a photo. Now it's just, hey, I'm talking, and the guys are already a part of the conversation. Now it's just, I'm a girl. And you see some of these girls trying to start these conversations. They're like, oh, I'm in my bed right now and like I can't go to sleep. 100,000 guys come in, and now you have 100,000 people to choose from to talk to. A lot of this is what's going on is these girls do not have boyfriends. They're in long distance relationships. They may have someone and they're just pretending. They're using this as a company thing where they're like, oh, I'm with a guy already, but I pay all the bills because I'm the pretty girl, and the guy just is my bitch as I have my social media. And they talk to guys and they're cheating through social media. They never are going to cheat in real life. I think that's the worst thing that you can. I think that's one of the worst things that you can think about Instagram is it's not real. These relationships are not real, but the commenting is real. You are really commenting. You are really trying to talk to these girls. You are really deluding yourself and thinking, well, hey, I'm a huge fan of this actress, Gal Gadot. Well, she's commenting, and I'm going to follow her for the rest of my life. And I'm already going to be single, so if I'm already going to be single, let me follow Gal Gadot. And then she's posting photos, and now she's doing this. But the best part of what I did on Threads is I took my craziness of sliding into DMs and being sexual and taking that to the public arena of Threads. And I was trying to tell people, look, the best thing you can do is, because you see me, I have gray hair, I don't care, hygiene, everything bad. But it's not about video. It's not YouTube. It's not about video. Threads is about having a Twitter for women. They control the tweet, and they are going to post live. They're going to post audio. But we're not going to care. We're not going to give a shit. We're not going to be like, oh, you have a cause about puppies. Every guy's just going along because they're horny, and they want to see these women who are porn stars, who are strippers, who are just random beautiful girls, and they're going to be like, hey, when I was, 18 years old, they followed me. Now I'm 48, and they still follow me because they're men in a line waiting like a kissing booth. They're waiting for their opportunity that will never come. But women may know about you. I've said plenty of comments that were really thirsty and inappropriate, and I was very scared that I would lose my account, and I would slide in and show pictures, and I would slide in and do stuff, show that. And I did all this stuff, and it never got me anywhere. But I still did it because I thought, well, what are you going to do in real life? In real life, you see a woman walking across the street. Now you got to think about my hair, my teeth, my this, my da. You don't need all that with Instagram. With Instagram, you're like, what's your name? What's your profile name? And now you have that woman for the rest of your life. It's not stalking. What it is it's like being able to say, well, the second that I get an opportunity, I will have it. As opposed to saying, well, now I have your phone number, you're ghosting me. Now you're in a place where men can defend her, she can block you. Women are controlling this aspect. And I was seeing that Threads is the only big, because you have women like Angela White, who's a porn star, posting these amazing pictures of her tits and writing something, and then it's 4 a.m, and you go, wow, I'm following 100 other girls that are as pretty as Angela White. So you're just, it's like boom, 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 another girl, and you could just sit there, type the same thing, you could be original, and you just have to have game. But like I said, the women are going to look at your profile, the women are going to try to ascertain, should I do something with this person who's making me feel beautiful? And you realize that this is the social dilemma. These women feel too beautiful. It is only when they've completely have nobody and they know for sure they're safe, they'll say, okay, well, I'll try to go on a date with this guy, or I'll try to not get something weird out of this guy. But that's what Twitter doesn't offer you. Twitter used to offer that a porn star would just promote her sex scenes. You could post fucking sex scenes on Twitter and they would just blur it. And it was crazy. And now women want to do that. There are a lot of women that are going, can I post a naked photo? Can I have a picture of me having sex? they want to do that stuff. It's not because it's a good thing to do, but because they're saying, well, let me do it. I'm already posting a video. Now you don't even have to post video. You can post AI photos of yourself having sex. There's so many things to this threads. But like I said, it's all about the men deluding themselves to say, I'm in a line, I'm waiting to talk to women, and in this world, it's all the women. It's every woman who has an account, who's beautiful, and all I have to do is say one thing that works, and then it's up to me to keep that ball rolling. If I can get that woman to laugh, if I can get that woman to want me, I can get her. If I don't know about her, if she's just someone living in a house and I have to go to a matchmaker or go on a dating profile or swipe, it's always putting the power with the women. And Twitter sucks because it's just celebrities going, hey, I'm going to talk all about me and I don't give a shit about you. It's all about me. You could do a super chat, you could do this, you can pay me money, but I don't care about you. You're not important. That's how people feel with Twitter. They don't feel like their voices are heard. They feel like, okay, you're talking about politics, you're talking about this. I'm a lonely person. I need to find a woman. And I feel like what we have is the scene in Dinosaur when the lemur, they were all swinging with each other and they all hooked up and they got away. And then there was that one lemur who was the weird one and he didn't get a girl. And he's like, damn, I didn't get one. Well, guess what, guys? The women are now that. We're all that. TikTok, everything with social media now is if you're not in a relationship, you're not supposed to have this stuff. I can't imagine that I'd have a girlfriend and she's on her Instagram talking to 100 guys. A lot of these women are feeling now that if it's my phone, they're just friends. I'm not going to do anything. They're the ones saying stuff to me. I'm going to post a photo because if I get 1 million followers, I can get promotion. I can get $50,000. All that shit. Threads is going to give women the power, but it's going to be taken away just as easily because guys are going to get bored. Men are getting to the point where they might just have to build strip clubs in places. I honestly believe, and this is a rant, I think a lot of men are looking for Playboy. They're looking for girls who are 18, immediately out of school, going straight to a strip club, and you just go over to them, they come over to you, and there's an affordable plan where you're paying $90 and you got 5 girls for the month and you're good. It's going to cause prostitution and all this stuff, but everybody's going, hey, what's the alternative? Go on some phone? There was an app that I was looking at that said, why are you watching porn? Why are you doing this? Hook up and find a fuck buddy and all this stuff. And you're like, nobody wants to use that stuff because the girls are not Instagram girls. They're not the top elite girls. They're girls. The girls who are really beautiful are like, no, I'm not going to do all that stuff. I'm not going to convert to that ideology. And we don't want them to. As men, we're not looking for women to be porn stars or do all that stuff. But we have to go there because it is a lull. It is an emptiness where you're like, no, I moved somewhere. No women. No women. So I have to look at them on my phone. And I have to look at porn. And you're going, where's the hookup culture? Where's that bar you can go to? People used to go to bars. People used to have wingmen. People used to have matchmakers. Now it's just, she's on Twitter. And I saw a lot of women talking like, oh, can I post something sexual? Because they're at home and they want to be naughty. They want to have those secret DMs, but they don't know who you are. So they're trying, like, talk to me, tell me who you are, and they look through your profile, but it's never going to work because they have 1 million guys. So they're just going to look at the celebrities, the ones that they're completely attracted to, and if you're just like me, you're going to have to, you can write the coolest, most amazing things, you could have the biggest penis in the world, but they're going to look at you and they're going to judge you based on looks, and they're going to judge you based on your actions. They're going to judge you based on what girls are following you. Are there any girls following you? Are there any girls trying to go after you? That's one of the biggest things now is if a lot of girls are really looking for, you're already with a girl and they want to take you from the girl. Threads is about girls going, oh, wait, your boyfriend's already DMing me. I can take him from you. He slid into my DMs. He's talking to me. And we're already talking secretly. It's a form of cheating. But like I told you, you can see women like Mia Malkova that look beautiful all the time, And they're like, oh, I'm really shy, da 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 da. And you're like, but it doesn't matter because Mia Malkova exists in that realm where she's always going to look good. And she's now on Threads. But they're always trying to push people to go, come to OnlyFans, come spend money on me, come spend money on me. And you've got a lazy group of men who are like, you're not worth any money. I'm going to save my money for food, shelter, my kids, a car. And they're like, I don't want to spend any money on women. Let some promotion or some makeup that you sell give you money. And I was looking at the Khloe Kardashian and the Kim Kardashian. They're all trying to go there, and they're trying to have the biggest amount of views. They're trying to one up women. They've already had all these places where they're big, but they're like, oh no, I don't want another girl to take my spot. I don't want to leave this unconquered land and let somebody conquer it, and then I'm not big. Which never happens, because if you're Kylie Jenner, you're gonna go to Threads. Guys are gonna hit on you. The place you go where you're accessible and it's free and it's naughty and you're scared about what comes out. Remember, the stories that matter are the ones that you can't tell, not the ones that you're like, okay, blah blah blah, this happened. When you're like, when they go, no, you have to sign an NDA. You can't talk about this. If you do, we'll sue you. Those are the stories everybody wants, and that's what Twitter used to be, but now it's Threads. And if you look at it, Mark Zuckerberg is only going to make his money being a piece of shit, going into everybody's DMs, going into all our information, saying, hey, the AI I built, it did see that you sent a girl a dick pic. It did see that you were talking to this person and you're married. That's the kind of shit that we want privacy for. But Mark Zuckerberg is going to have all that power because he has all the women. He's got all the women. He's got all the money. He's got Facebook. He's got family. He's got everything. And Elon Musk is a fucking idiot because he just spent $44 billion on something that he thought nobody would steal. He's like, oh no, I made it. I made it a thing, and you can't steal it. So sue him and get your money immediately. Go to court now and immediately cease and desist. They're not going to do that because they're dealing with another billionaire, and he's going to say fair use. And he's going to pay him. Mark Zuckerberg, you're going to pay a big amount of money for your thing, and you're going to have to fire a lot of people. But it worked. You were able to use his idea, and you moved. He had a sweater, and you are making a sweater too. It's not like they're the only company that can make a sweater. So you start to realize that Threads is only working because it all started because women had an excitement of what's going on here? What's going on here? Where are all the guys? Where are all the guys? All the guys are on Instagram. TikTok is a place where kids are dancing and being stupid and childish. Snapchat barely exists anymore. Reddit, all these other places, they need to combine all that shit and go, this is where you get the feeling of you're a man, you could talk to women. And I remember I was talking to one woman, she's like, this isn't a dating app, this is social media. And I said, I don't want social media from Instagram. I don't want to have somebody tell me, oh, here's a poll. What did you like this movie or did you like that movie? No, I'm trying to look at women because that's what men want. They want women. This is a straight app. This is not an LGBTQ community app. And if there was one, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use an LGBTQ community app unless I could look at lesbians who were hot and porn stars. This is a place where you see a Mia Malkova and Angela White, and you're following them for the rest of your life. If they block you, you're blocked. I got blocked by Illyria Roy. Can't see her anymore. But am I sad? No, because there's all these other women. Now, how many women do I have in my real life? 0. How many have I had? 0. And that's where every guy is right now. They're at 0. And a lot of these guys who are producers, who are NFL superstars, they're all going, where are the women? Where are the women? Where can I talk to women? Because I'm at home right now, and I have an iPhone, and I have a Samsung, and I have a phone. I download this app, and boom, I'm in there, and all I got to do is work my magic, pull out, dangle a carrot with a stick, and I get the girl. And when they get them, they get them. They stay with them. They only leave them when they secretly can get on their phone and talk to other women, and they dangle the carrot again, and they get another woman. Not realizing that, idiot, the women get all the men all the time. If you're Kylie Jenner, are you ever going to go, yeah, but I can't find a man. It's impossible. No, you can't find a doctor or someone who's gonna. You can't find someone who's working a regular job and is like, oh, he's outgoing, he's this, he's that. Men don't want to talk to women anymore. They want to slide in and go LHS, let's have sex. Send me a message on your telephone, LHS, let's have sex. And a lot of these girls are like, yeah, I'm going to. We can kind of go there, but wait. It can't be that easy because I'm not a poor prostitute. I'm not, and you're starting to realize that like guys like Elon Musk, when they get a yacht, they have to contact women immediately to say, get on the yacht. It's going to be a big party. We need to celebrate, have some fun, loose women, and women go. That's what Threads is. Threads is the place where you're like, there's Mia Malkova. She's not with anyone, or she is with someone. She doesn't give a shit. It's an open relationship. And boom, now she's telling everything. Now she's like, oh, I'm going to put your dirty laundry out there. Now I'm going to make the story my story. It's going to start that way, but it's going to convert to promotions, music. Uh, this happened. Yeah, this person put my phone number out there. Things like that. Threads is going to be a really huge place to go because everybody loved Instagram, and now they have Twitter, Instagram, and people are not going to Instagram anymore because they think, what's the point of looking at the photo? I already saw your photo. Post your photo in the text. Now you get to talk to me, and you get to put the photo. You could put video, audio, live. There's a whole bunch of things they could do, and Twitter doesn't have the women. Twitter does not have the women. And if you think you want to go to Twitter to follow Christopher McQuarrie, where he talks about some stupid stunt on Mission Impossible, I don't give a shit. I could use that for work. I could talk to him and request ideas for a movie, but you're like, fuck that. I want to see Angela White. I want to see Mia Malkova. And not only do I want to see them, I want to get my shot at meeting them and doing something because we're not living in a time now where men are raping women. Now, I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying we don't live in a time now where a man just grabs a girl and rapes her and she doesn't talk about it and the police don't find you. Today, you don't need to rape any woman. You just have to change your appearance. Like you just have to morph into the man they want. Morph yourself into I'm looking sexy on Instagram. Hit the gym. Hang out with some guys. Take me dancing. Get some money. Do you have kids? What do you like to eat? Are you a boxer? You have to fill a lot of boxes or you're going to be alone. And then there's some girls who don't even care. They're in one's position where they're like, I want a guy right now. What guy wants me? And boom, they get him. They get him. Because he's close to the area. They were vetting you. They were stalking you. Women are stalking you the way you're stalking them. This is what Threads is. But it's going to change because everyone from Twitter says, let's go over there. Let's go over there. And they go, oh, look, this woman is talking about balloon animals. And you're like, I don't give a shit about balloon animals. Threads really thrives when you're in bed. It's a weekend. You're not working. You're by yourself. You're probably living at home with your parents. If you're not living at home with your parents, you're living in a loveless, sexless relationship. And you're like, at any point, I could be with an NFL superstar. Tom Brady could leave his woman to be with me. A girl can think all this love can happen. It's a love connection. It's just like, but it's happening with AI now. It's happening with scammers, and guys just want to know that's Angela White, that's her photo. Let me send her a message. And guys get thrown off when they're like, hey, it's 15,000 messages. I don't want to sit there and have her. She's not going to go through 15,000 messages. Your message has to really stand out. What are you going to say? Nothing. Everything that you say, anybody else can say. So it doesn't stand out. The only way you stand out is with your videos, with your pictures, with girls you're with, knowing them somehow. This is Threads. And there is dating apps. There could be great dating apps that exist with a cell phone, with a watch. You can meet people in real time. But nobody wants to go on a date. Nobody wants to spend money, go on a date, eat food. They want to hook up. And then they want to say, well, be my boyfriend for a while. Maybe we should change the standards of what we're saying and say, well, we're going to have sex for a while. You're my boyfriend. We're going to take photos. I'm going to use you as a prop. But then now I'm done with you. There are a lot of women who say, okay, well, now I have the power. I'm done with you. You're not helping me. I don't want you. Move on. And a woman will always think, well, he's gone. He blocked me. But if I want him back, I can get him back. Women can think that. If a woman is thinking, oh, I want to get back with my ex, if he's not moved on with another girl, he'll get back with you. So women are really in this big power dynamic where it's like, well, I kind of miss him and we were fighting. Let's go through that. But they're not going to give up their social media presence because that's going to make them famous. That's going to make them feel loved. That's going to make them feel like billionaires. And guys don't have that. You have to be a very attractive Harry Styles or something where girls are going, oh my God, I love this guy. I love this guy. And guys don't get that. You could just be a guy. And you're like, I'm messaging her every night. Never going to happen. She'll see him, she'll smile, but that's all she'll do. She'll smile, they're cute, but she's going to say, try harder. You got to try harder because I am like a diamond. You don't just say, here's the diamond, everybody has one. You have to go into the ground, you have to dig for the diamond, you have to clean it off, you have to see if it's fake or not, you have to put it in the store, you have to use it for whatever you want diamonds for. I mean, women are getting too much power and control over these social media apps, and they're showing that they're Kim Kardashians, and you'll have a great business idea and go, we just give it to Kim Kardashian, put her face on it, and she doesn't get $1 billion, but she gets 100 million, she gets 200 million, and women want that. That's what Threads is doing. Women is being able to say, I don't like Kim Kardashian anymore. Find me another girl who looks like her. Boom, Threads. 15 minutes later, you got 400 profiles of girls. Everybody's telling you, get this girl, get that girl. That's how it's a competition. But the thing is, what you don't realize is you lose because there's still 100,000 men who want Kim Kardashian, and they're gonna still say she's single now. I want to be with her, and she'll get those fans. The problem is she doesn't give a shit about those fans. They don't mean shit to her. When they were on Twitter, and Twitter was the big place, nobody cares about Twitter now. Same as Snapchat. I still love Twitter, but I'm telling you, needs to steal from Meta. They need to just steal it. He stole from us, we're stealing from him. He wants to sue us, we'll sue him. And you go to court. Just survive this game, this battle, because if you just let your users go away, you're screwed. And TikTok was always stupid. Nobody wants TikTok sitting there looking at 3 seconds of shit. If that was sex, if you were looking at people having sex live, sex, happening, and like, oh my God, that's my friend. He's having sex with someone. You sit there and you watch it. But they always want to charge you. They want to say, okay, you got to get charged. You're scrolling. Oh, stop. I got to pay $5. Nobody wants to pay for shit. Nobody wants an OnlyFans. People want to go to Threads, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the MySpace that used to exist. They want to be able to go to a place, a Spotify, get what they want, and they don't want to pay. But there are those certain individuals who have the money and they pay you, but nobody cares about those people. Companies don't care about them. They never say, oh, well, we value me, Raynel Martinez, because I pay $8 for a Twitter account. What do I get? 2 stupid features? Why don't I get a woman? Why don't you go, well, you have to meet a woman, or you have to. They don't try to push anything on you. They just say, well, you don't get ads and you don't get this. And you're like, well, so what's the point of paying for it? That's nothing. That's like having a computer and you're like, well, it's the same as every other computer, but in this one, there's a light on it in the back, and it lights up, and I gotta pay $800 extra for that shit. Stupid. You gotta. Elon Musk is fucking up. He's a genius at what he does, but he's fucking up. And Mark Zuckerberg is a fucking thief. He's always been a fucking thief. He steals from MySpace. He steals from everybody. He doesn't understand people. Mark Zuckerberg just understands the mentality of, well, this is where everybody is. Give them. We have 600 million people here. Girls don't use Twitter? They use Twitter in my place. That's it. Mark Zuckerberg could be in the biggest lawsuit of his life where he goes bankrupt because he stole. But that's not going to happen because he's smart and he already looked at everything and he said, how many years are they going to take us to court and how much money are we going to make until then? He's getting a lot of information. He's compiling. He's becoming a Google of the internet. He'll do a search engine. He'll do an AI. They'll always do this shit. Threads is a great place to go if you're a single guy and you want to see beautiful women. But you got to go to Instagram to find the women, and they're going to put them all in one place. See, Twitter doesn't do that. Just have pictures of girls. Click, click, click. Follow, 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 follow. All the beautiful girls. 4 million beautiful girls. Boom. Now you're on Threads. Find all the girls that are hot and get the algorithm and go follow, 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 follow. Want these girls, and you take all the ugly girls out. And I include myself. If there was a lot of hot guys, I wouldn't be included. I know that I value myself, and with the right appearance, I'd come off as handsome. But these women are looking the best of the best, and they're sitting around and they're like, okay, well, I want to talk about this right now. And they start the conversation, and they're in the classroom, so to speak, and all the men are there waiting. And they keep it going and going and going like Twitter, and now it never ends. It's like, poof, we're talking about this. Poof, I'm doing this. And for 7 hours, a girl will sit there, this, and she won't even look at your comments, but guys are commenting, commenting, commenting. And then it's like, oh, I'm bored. I want a man. That's all girls want. They want a man. And men want a woman. These hookup places are not working. These matchmakers are not working. People are looking at a porn star lifestyle, and they want to just keep that secret. They want to be able to have a secret place where they can have a porn star lifestyle with women again and again and again. And the only place that happens is Las Vegas. It could happen in other areas, but we're living in a single culture where men who were married at this time, like me, that I wasn't married, but they're my age, they're getting divorced, they're sitting on Threads, they're hitting up women, and none of the guys are being bros to each other. None of the guys are like, yeah, let me help you. Talk to this guy. Do this, do that. No guy is helpful to another guy. Guys see you say something and they go block him. Block him. Get him out of here. Guys are so stupid that a man will say something sexual or do something and they're like, yo, I'll block him, and then they get in and then they don't get anything. What the fuck did they get? Strength between men, a wolf pack having men, getting the men together, not in a gay way, but in a, hey, I'm going to go talk to this girl, show me these girls. We need to be doing that because men don't want to talk to each other. I don't want to hear some shit. Like Kevin Smith was on Threads and I was like, why the fuck am I listening to Kevin Smith? Why the fuck do I care about some movie he did? And, I've been hearing about Kevin Smith since 1994. Now I have to sit and pay attention to him even now. People want to hear his daughter. She's beautiful. They want to see Lily Rose Depp. People want to see the women. They don't want to see some guys talking about fucking, oh, this is how I make money. Come and give me money, guys. Guys don't do that for each other. We're all alphas and we take care of ourselves. I love Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, but you know how many women Tom Cruise has slept with in his life? If he's not gay, he's slept with, and even if he is gay, he'll sleep with 40 billion women. And that's all because he's a heartthrob and he's gotten famous and he has a work ethic and all this shit. I know I'm ranting, but I'm telling you, Tom Cruise can go on Threads and every girl, oh my God, Tom Cruise messaged me, Brad Pitt messaged me. Those are guys who were old now and they're still getting women. There are guys who reach their age and they've never had a woman in their life. They've never had anything because they're sitting there texting. Oh, how do I get a girl? And the girls are like, you gotta look good, you gotta woo me, seduction, magnetic interaction, have some money, have a nice car, this and that. And nobody ever wants to bite the bullet and say, fuck it, the ugly girls. These are the unloved, ugly girls. They're all ugly. We don't want the pretty ones. Fuck the pretty ones. We're blocking them. We just go to the ugly ones. We're not going to do that. Guys are never going to do that. If they would, probably be a better world. If we're like, fat ugly girl, got with her. Fat ugly girl. We just get with them. And then they would get more beautiful based on having someone. And then they would be like a Jared from Subway that was fat and ugly. And he's a terrible example for getting these young girls, if you see the HBO documentary. But you have a Jared, and you see it in the damn documentary. She's like, I was social suicide to sit next to him. I didn't do it. Then the girl goes, oh, he's in some ad. And she's like, oh, shit, that's amazing. He's in an ad. He lost weight. It's a fakeness that women have, but we only accept it. Not because it's the love we think we deserve, but because we're like, it's a pretty, shiny object. And it makes me feel good that it's pretty. When it's an ugly, weird, crazy thing, like people think of me, they go, I don't want it. But I know for sure what we need to be doing is deciding what do we want. When we look at the woman, what do you want? You want to have sex with her? So keep the conversation on sex. She doesn't want to, she blocks you, have 100 other women. Go around and follow, and talk. But always put it to we. What are we going to be doing? Not you, you're beautiful, you, I like you. What about you and me? We. You got to connect it to we. What are we all going to do? When you go out, you don't think, oh, I'm going all alone everywhere. You think, what can I do with other people? Go to a movie, people like it because it's we. It's everybody sitting in the movie theater. And now with Vision Pro, that's going to change. You're going to see a lot more people with these goggles talking in avatars. So that's all I'm going to say. Threads did great, but it only got that much attention because of the women. This is a success for women on Instagram, and they are still the champions of these apps. Facebook is bullshit. Nobody cares about TikTok. It is all about these women. And these women are fucking confused because they're like, oh, I'm in a long distance. Oh, my boyfriend cheated. Oh, I can't do this. I can't. It doesn't make any sense. And now women are going to sit there on Threads every day going, and I'll tell you this, there was a girl who was pissed off because she said, oh, my friend didn't turn me on to Threads. What does that tell you about women? There's a woman already using Threads. You think she's going to tell other girls, hey, come use Threads. Get more famous than me. Get more men. Get more penises than me. She didn't even tell her. Oh, because I don't need to tell you. I found out about Threads because I was blocked from Twitter for trying to talk to Christina Aguilera. I said some crazy shit, and I was wrong, but they suspended my account. And I'm like, well, fuck Twitter. If they're going to be stupid and suspend accounts for dumb reasons and not let you use it, you go to Threads. So now I'm on Threads, and now I got to be super careful every time I talk because once I lose all those women pictures, there's nowhere to go. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Go into the real world and talk to girls where they just walk past you because they're like, oh, you don't have game, or that's weird, you're creepy, or this. It's so stupid how this has become for women, but it doesn't work that way for attractive people. If you're magnetic and you have attraction, you will attract people. The creepy, the weird, all that shit that they tell you, the stalker, that only applies to people that they don't want. But it's all bullshit because the moment you get clout, the moment you get something to dangle that carrot and they want it, they're going to say, well, someone get it for me. And a lot of girls will not take no for an answer. There's no way you can tell a girl, you're ugly and you'll never have me. If that girl's beautiful and you said you wanted her, she's going to get you. Threads. Elon Musk, you're an idiot. You spent $44 billion. You need to spend $44 billion finding a way to get guys with women. Find a way to make a watch or a Google or something where you're like, there's a girl right over here. You're talking to her. You use an avatar. Somebody helps them. You got to immediately say, you're talking to this guy. And all the girls want to say, I don't want to talk to any guys. I don't want to do any dating. I just want to sit here and be worshipped. Vanity. All these girls want is vanity. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Give me followers. And you're seeing some of these girls are pissed off where they're like, oh my God, I only got 50 likes. Oh my God. And on this app, I had 100,000. You're like, fuck you. My job as a man is not to sit there and give a shit about your likes. Job is that we're all going to die. Every day we're going through sexless, loneliness, stupidness. We went through COVID. We went through COVID where we could all be dead, and girls are still being stupid. Where they're like, "Oh, but I can't find any guys." The guys are there. You just don't want them because they're not with other girls, and it's not something that your mind is. Oh, I can just have a guy. These girls will say, "Well, I want this guy because he's in the NBA," but that guy's not going to be with you. That guy is thinking the same thing we are. Let me get 100 girls. Let me get 5 million girls. I don't know. We need to make the rules known because this is chaos. And Threads only worked because every girl was there, available, and I was there. I was there when Threads launched, And I was going crazy, like, blah, blah, blah. Let me say this to this girl. Let me say. And I got a lot of stupid requests. And I got some bitches, too, like, oh, I'm making a joke or this or that. I'm like, what a stank ass attitude. I don't even know why I'm talking to these girls. But it was so stupid. And it's only going to get better. Remember, I'm 37. Threads just came out now. There are people who've been married for years. They can't use Threads. What are they going to do? I'm on Threads. I'm a married man. Let me talk about my wife and my good times. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody cares about your marriage. Nobody gives a fuck about your kids. Nobody gives a fuck about your bullshit. Threads is a place where men who are single and women who are single can meet, start having sex, and start making shit happen. If you're a pop star and you're by yourself and you're going to have to go all the time everywhere by yourself, wouldn't it be great if there was some fucking place you could go where you meet other men and now you're with someone? That was what Instagram was. That's what MySpace was. Women are sitting there lazy in their houses scared. And they have a right to be scared because they think, I'm going to get raped, I'm going to get killed. No, what's going to happen is these women are just going to end up having a male mentality where all these men like me, so I'm just going to keep all the men. I'm going to keep them as little ornaments on my tree, and I'll use them when I feel like it, because where else are they going to go? If they can't get me, they're not going to get any other girl. That's how girls think. If he can't get me, who's he going to get? And then they get a girl, and they're like, oh, let me take him back. Oh, you went with another girl? I want you now. Let me take you back. It's stupid, but this is what Threads has become. And I see all these fucking losers who are political and this. They're like, I want to go on Threads and talk about what I want to talk about. We don't care. Go to Twitter. Stay on Twitter. Why do you have to come to Threads? Because I like Threads and I like Instagram. No, you're coming here because women are there and you're trying to go to the women and impress them. You're trying to be a smart ass philosopher to get laid. Twitter and Instagram, all these places are to get laid. TikTok is for kids and dancing. Facebook is for work and family. But these places are for looking at women that you're like, ooh, I can't show that to you. A kid comes over and I can't show it to you. This is her breasts. That's what it is. It's a secret sexting. A lot of people want to change that and say, no, Threads is a place where I can go sell Mission Impossible the movie. Why the fuck do I care about that? There's Tom Cruise putting a video of him jumping out of a plane. Yeah, we got it. You know what Tom Cruise does when he's not jumping out of planes? He's not going to tell you. Oh, I sit around and watch a movie. You know how boring that shit sounds? A guy worth $750 million is watching a movie in some theater. He's not doing that shit. He's not going to tell you what he does. He's not going to tell you about his connections and his stuff. And that's what Threads is about. It's about creating that environment where you're like, we're chatting and we're private and we're in the DM and we're in the group. And you see all that shit and you're like, so what the fuck does everybody else got to do? And you go, well, you got to get famous. You got to get clout. You got to get money. We're not going to get that. There is no money. No one's going to give you shit. You're not going to invent anything. And if you're a fucking moron like Elon Musk, that's it, guys. Threads. It's going to be big. But Twitter can still kick its ass if they change around and try to go for women. Try to go for the women. You'll always win.